Hello, everybody. This is Carol from Friendly Quail, and today I'm going to work on the Secret Garden, my challenge with Anna from Made by Grenath, which I will have her channel in the description so you can easily find her and see what she's doing with um, our list of things that we decided we were going to challenge ourselves to do. This is the list, and it's if you would happen to make anything or do any of the things that we have on the list, hashtag it Carol Anna Challenge, which is what's up here, not the date. I put that on for my own benefit. And it's writing board, Dutch door, birds, mushroom garden, gnome, child, bees, dog, coin window, owl, squirrel, and stamps. And today I'm going to work on the signatures, which I was working on a little bit last time. I'm going to finish the fabric on the spine, and I'm going to do the Dutch door. And I'm working on the cover as well. So that's what we're doing today. And I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of this. And we're going to start with the cover. I picked this fabric to put on, and I was trying to make it a book fabric by putting interfacing on the back of it, because then the glue doesn't seep through when I use my Fabri-Tac. Well, I guess the stuff was old because it fused and then it unfused. So I'm doing this separate because I don't want to have bubbles underneath it and all of that. So I put it on this side first, and I made sure that I kept my crease here for the spine. And then I brought it around and did the bottom, and I'm just going to do the top now. So this is putting the glue on, and I'm going to make sure there's some right up by the edge up here. I hope everybody's doing great today. I've been going to the doctor. I'm getting varicose veins worked on. And so I had 2 appointments this week where he did a radio frequency heat type of thing on from my knee up. And that's the worst part from what they tell me. It really doesn't hurt. But I have to wear, what do you call them? The compression stockings day and night for a week, and then during the day for a week, and then I get an ultrasound, and then they look at what else do they need to do, and or is it working, do I have that, I don't have any blood clots or anything like that. And then I get this foam stuff put in, so that'll be the next step, and that will be in a week after the ultrasound. So I have been running to the doctor, and I have to walk 15 to 20 minutes 3 times a day. So it's putting a crimp in my style here. I can't do as much crafting. Now, I always walked, but I'd walk like a half an hour a day. So now I'm walking an hour because I do the 20 minutes 3 times. So that takes a little bit more time. Okay. Just going to make sure that this is down here where I want it to be. All right, and then I'm going to do the rest of this, and I'm using the makeup silicone brush to spread it out so that I don't get a real heavy amount, but enough that it's going to glue. And this is on the inside too. And I did it this way because I was putting it on the outside. So I decided I would put it just around the whole thing, because I normally would put like do my what do you call it? My reinforcement on the inside with fabric. And instead of doing that, I decided to put it in, you know, put the stuff on the outside at the same time. Okay, I needed a little bit more on the edges here. Okay, and now I'm going to pull that down. Get that over the edge here. This is kind of how I make when I do spines for little golden books, because I'll just put a cardboard spine in, and then what I'll do is put it on the back and onto the little golden book pages, and then I bring it to the inside. So I've got it reinforced on the inside too. Okay. So this is kind of what I would do if I had just this spine was a separate piece for a little golden book. All right. So then that covers that black part and the part on the spine that was on there that I didn't want on there. So then I was fooling around with what I'm going to put on the cover. And I had showed you this. I was saying I would put this card on with this girl here, that she would be the one who inherits the house that has the secret garden. And I have, this is a little damp right now because I was gluing. I poked holes in it using the holes in this Tim Holtz ruler. I kind of put it like this on the edge of the picture so that an 1/8 in would be those holes, and I just used a pencil and dotted. I used this kind of pencil so I could put the lead long enough to fit through the hole, and I marked it, and then I used my awl and I poked the holes, and then I used some pearl cotton to just do a stitch around the outside. Then I glued the green onto the black, and she is going to go on the cover. Let me put something in there to get that up. Here's my book, the original book. Okay, and I'm going to glue her on like this, and then I have this that's going to go on down here. So I'm going to use, I think, my Fabri-Tac to put this on, as long as it doesn't squeeze out on the side, hopefully. I think it'll hold better on the book cover. If I need to, I'll just stick a little bit more under the edge. I think this will be okay. Don't want it to be. There we go. Now, I'm not putting it onto the green. I'm kind of eyeballing it here to go. So I have about the same of this part of the cover showing. And so this will be off center too. That'll be centered on her right here. So let me see here. Pushing it down. And then I think what I might do is poke right into the book below it. I might put a little piece of masking tape on to hold it in the right place. Measure it. This is 4 inches. So 2 inches would be the middle. Yes. Trying to get it straight. Okay, let's see. Little piece of masking tape to hold that on. Okay. Temporary, so I can poke the holes. And I'm going to go in the middle of it and poke through the cover. Standing up to find where the middle is and get it straight. I have a bigger awl than this, but I think this one might be enough. Oh, definitely went through. All right, now I have, whoops, 2 black I'm going to just put a little bit of glue by the hole, because this, and a little bit around here, this is, the hole is bigger than, not the top, but it could wiggle around. So I'm going to put this on like this, and then hopefully I can get this through. I'm going to take this out. Whoop, it's bending. Need a little bit bigger hole. Should really take this off too. This will be covered up later. Taking the little volcano off. hopefully all of this is still in the right place. It looks like it is. There. Okay, and I need to get these put down. Make sure everything's good. Looks like it is. And then I'll put a little piece of masking tape. With a little bit of my glue stick, which is a permanent glue stick, to help hold it down. Once this dries, it's permanent. This will be covered up with end papers. All right. Sorry if I'm going off camera. So none of this is really anything on my list, is it? This is just getting the cover ready. But I'm going to do the Dutch door today. Okay, that looks good. There's my cover. I think that'll be nice. Okay, now I have my signatures. There's lots of room right now that I have this pinch with my 5 signatures. I do have a few more extra pages in the signature than I normally would put, but I can always take pages out easier than whole signatures. So we are going to do this front page. What I did is, and I did pick the green, a lot of you like that one, I took a piece of cardstock that I had ginkgo leaves on, and this side had, this is ginkgo leaves, and this was pine needles. It's white pine. And I glued on my picture, and I'm going to kind of come in and cut this. And I'm just kind of cutting a wave in this because it's the bush and everything is kind of cut off, so I'm just cutting that. And I'm going to go in and out as if the bush has that shape. Coming up here. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is go down here and then come back up to here. And then cut this off. Right there. So this will look like this. And I might have to cut a little bit more of that off. So that will be the first signature. I'm going to ink this. I think, which one do I want to use? I think I want walnut. Walnut stain. And I have, here it is. I'm going to do this and get that edge dark. Little bit off right there. Just do the edge of this a little bit like this. I have a piece of washi on there because it was watercolor paper and it was starting to split a little bit. I'm going to come on this side and do this side as well. Okay, so this I can check off Dutch door, and that will be my first signature. How much time have I used? 22 minutes. I can show you my signatures then. I think I have time. I don't have numbers on them yet. I should do that because I was trying to figure out which would be number one, which would be number two, that when I was putting them together. This one's number one. I'll bring them over and show you. 2, 3. I did put some other wrapping paper pieces in because that's what this is. This is actually wrapping paper. I just love it. And 5. My 5 signatures. I'm putting it on the second page because I know it doesn't fall off as easy. Whenever I put it, this one might have to go even on like this signature or that one because tends to fall off. So let's see here. I'll show you what I've got so far because there are a couple things in here that or at least one I know that I can check off my list. Okay, so a Dutch door, I can check that one off now. Where's more paper? I keep moving things and then I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I can check off my Dutch door. And this is that wrapping paper. Grass paper that I was picking out. Coffee dyed, eco dyed with alcohol ink. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that was coffee dyed. Oops, it's upside down. Because I made a pocket. I turned it up to make a pocket. All right, and then this is some eco-dyed, and this is another piece of coffee dyed paper, scrapbook paper. So another pocket here. I'll be gluing that up when I get to where I know it's right. This is the eco-dyed fern. And then we have this, and then this last page with the ginkgo and the wrapping paper. That's signature 1. Signature 2 starts with coffee or eco-dyed paper. This is the back of a scrapbook paper. So that has the blue in it, because I like that with this blue here in this Edith Holden page. Folded in. Then I have a piece of vellum that's Tim Holtz, and through it you can see the grass paper. Gives it a little bluish tinge. And this is from a Beatrix Potter book, The Tale of Timmy Tippy Toes, and he's a squirrel. So I can check off squirrel from my thing. I probably will have another squirrel. I love squirrels. I got squirrel stories all from my whole life. And they're pretty funny. Okay, coffee dyed page, eco dyed with alcohol ink page in the middle. And then we just keep going back through the same ones. And I love the flowers on, or the leaves on this one a lot. Okay, this one starts with a Tim Holtz piece of cardstock. This is a piece of wrapping paper. You might want to do this. Turn it around, because then that way it's not as boring on this page. We'll see. Okay. Coffee dyed. This is mulberry paper, grass paper. We have an eco dyed with alcohol ink, and then a regular eco dyed. And then I have a Tim Holtz, not Tim Holtz, Edith Holden page. And it's folded in. Might make some of those into pockets, and then another eco dyed page. This one comes out, so you can see the whole picture, and more of that eco dyed paper, the alcohol ink eco dyed. This one has the fern on, and this one's folded in. So I'm thinking if I fold this one, I'm just burnishing this down here. The wrapping paper is kind of thin, but it's thicker than really cheap wrapping paper. Okay, this is a piece of scrapbook paper that was coffee dyed. Very heavy coffee dyed area. I thought this looked like a bird. I'm going to be putting other birds in, but I thought the way that coffee collected on there looks like a silhouette of a bird, like a owl or hawk or something. Both sides. One of the eco dyed. This is a piece of the which I think has to be turned around this way. It has daffodils wrapping paper, and Edith Holden. some mulberry paper. And I did stick this in. This is a needlework. And, oh, look, a bee. I can check that off. Might have other bees in here as well, but so far there's a bee. Coffee dyed paper in the middle. And then some of the flowers that were on here. We got birds. I could probably check off birds too, although I bet I'll have more in here. Okay, since they're on both there. On the back there. Okay, and this is Edith Holden. And I have this one folded this way. It would fold out like that or like that. Just to be a little different. There's that wrapping paper. Eco dyed. This is one of the negative ones where I had the leaves on and sprayed over them. Coffee dyed and coffee dyed. And then in number 5, this is a piece of watercolor paper that was done with eco dyeing, and you can see some of the leaf shapes and on it. Okay, this was some kind of big blobby flowers. So I took one of these. This is the only one I put in. It's extended on the other side when we get to the back page. And we have coffee dyed. And again, I maybe will turn this, but it's kind of pretty being with this too, so maybe not. Fold it in. Grass paper or mulberry paper. You have another eco dyed print with leaves on it. And this is a Tim Holtz vellum. And a coffee dyed. Just going through quickly to the end. We have a fold in here. This paper. And then this I extended with a piece of that paper, scrapbook paper. And then the last page is like that. And it's really pretty on the back with the leaves. I don't know if you can see that. I wonder if you can. It's very pretty with the flowers on this one. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. 33 minutes. I'm going to get off, let you go. And when I come back, we'll be ready to start making some ephemera for in here, and we'll be doing a lot of the things that are on the list as ephemera. I was pretty happy so far. So far, so good. I'm very happy. So thanks for being with me today. If you're a regular subscriber, I'm really glad you came back. If you aren't a subscriber yet, I would have really loved that if you were. So I'm going to say, till next time, I'll see you in the next video.